Hey, incredible hearts tuning into Ever Revenge. Thanks for making this space ours. We're on the cusp of 1K subscribers, and that milestone means more raw, soul-stirring tales just for you, like exclusive Q&As on crafting the perfect comeback. If you haven't yet, tap subscribe now and let's hit it together. Oh, and commit to this full watch. It's a slow-burn emotional feast that'll have you ugly crying in the best way. Ready? Lights low, tissues ready. Here we go. The autumn leaves in Portland crunched like whispered secrets underfoot as I met Theo for our ritual coffee at that corner cafe. The one with the mismatched mugs and steam-fogged windows. He'd been my rock since freshman year at Reed College. Tall, with that easy grin and eyes like polished oak, always one step ahead with a joke or a shoulder when my world tilted. "You're the sister I never had, Liv," he'd say, pulling me into hugs that lingered just a beat too long. I chalked it up to his warmth, the kind that mended my frayed edges after Dad's heart attack left me adrift at 22. We built a life in the margins, late-night drives along the Willamette, where he'd blast Springsteen and I'd spill dreams of opening a bookstore infused with poetry readings. Romance never crossed my mind. Not until Jasper. He swept in like a summer storm during a rainy book launch, his quiet intensity mirroring my own. Our first kiss tasted of chamomile tea and possibility, under the fairy lights of Powell's City of Books. Jasper proposed 6 months later, on a foggy hike up Multnomah Falls, the ring glinting like a captured star. Theo was there, of course, clapping Jasper on the back with that trademark smile. "Couldn't ask for better for you, Livy." His voice cracked just a hair, but I was too blissed out to notice. The wedding was a dream. Wildflowers in mason jars, vows exchanged as rain pattered on the tent like applause. Theo stood as best man, his toast a masterpiece of nostalgia and wit, toasting to the friend who showed me what real love looks like. Guests laughed, I beamed. But cracks spiderwebbed in the honeymoon glow. Whispers from mutual friends. Theo's late-night texts to Jasper, accidentally sent to me. Stolen glances at the rehearsal dinner. Theo's hand brushing Jasper's a fraction too intimately. Then the gut punch, a cached email on Jasper's laptop, months of confessions. "I've loved her since day one, but you make me feel seen." Theo, the perfect friend, had been the architect of my undoing, seducing my fiancé under the guise of brotherly counsel. Rage bloomed, hot and thorny, but I didn't shatter the vase. No, I sketched a blueprint of revelation, delicate as vellum. I fed Theo's ego with invites to reconnect dinners, recording his slurred admissions over wine, boasts of winning Jasper, of how I'd never measure up. Then the unmasking, a private screening at our old college haunt, disguised as a surprise anniversary party. I invited them both separately, then hit play on the projector. His voice filled the room, raw and damning, as projections danced on the brick walls. Theo's face drained to ash. Jasper recoiled, eyes wide with the horror of his own complicity. "It was you," Jasper whispered, not to me but to Theo, the betrayal's true architect. "All along, it was you pulling the strings." Theo crumpled, knees hitting the scuffed floorboards, sobs racking his frame like a man unspooling. "I couldn't lose you both," he gasped, reaching for my hand. But it was Jasper who knelt beside him, not in anger but anguish, tears carving rivers down his cheeks. "You were my friend too," Jasper choked. "How could you make me this?" In that fractured light, truth spilled. Theo's unspoken love for me, twisted into sabotage. Jasper's guilt, a mirror to my own blind faith. No fists flew. Instead, a quiet unraveling. I watched as they clung not to me but each other, grief forging an unlikely tether from the wreckage. I slipped out into the drizzle, heart a bruised plum but lighter. Revenge wasn't destruction. It was daylight, flooding the shadows where lies festered. Months later a letter arrived, Theo's scrawl fragile. "You gave us mirrors, Liv. We're shattered but maybe remade." Jasper's note tucked inside. "Forgive me. Come back when you're ready." Love, I learned, isn't a straight line. It's a labyrinth of thorns and tendrils, where betrayal prunes the rot for something truer to bloom. And in the quiet of my empty bookstore, shelves half-stocked with second chances, I began to believe again. Damn, that one hit deep, didn't it? Stories like Theo's Unmasking remind us, the sharpest wounds heal into wisdom. If this journey of hidden hearts and hard truths moved you, please subscribe to Ever Revenge. We're crafting more of these beautiful revenge tales to light up your feed. Like if you're rooting for the rebuild, share your friendship facade stories in the comments, and hit that bell for weekly drops. You've got the full view. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Until next time, keep seeking your truth.